Welcome back to it's already over. Welcome back to Let's Play Five Nights at 10. I don't know if I've even had any sleep. I went to sleep at like 1 in the afternoon of all times. I woke up, supposedly anyway, around about 7ish. So, just like when I went to sleep, it was about as light as it is now. So when I woke up, I was like, did I get any sleep? What was that, essentially? So, it's time to get the show on the road, the final battle with the Ultimates. I still feel I should have probably taken on the final boss long before doing all this shit, to be honest. Because it feels like when we actually get to the final boss, it's gonna feel out of nowhere. I might even have to do a recap episode, just to, like, remind us what the plot actually was. So anyway, Penance. Penance doesn't actually appear in the Calmlands. He is in the Calmlands, but he's accessed in the same way that Sin is, which is directly from the airship. Which is a little confusing, but I suppose it's probably for the best, because if like you're walking through the Calmlands and you ran into him, that would not be good. Anyways, I can't remember when I last played this game. It was quite a while back, probably a week at least, so not really all that long ago, but it feels like it is. So let's look at our stats. We got Titus. You're kind of getting there, but you're still not getting there. You're pretty much a freaking boss. Oren's the boss. Walker's the boss. Kamari, he's getting up there as well. Lily, you're finally getting somewhere. Still, pretty slow though. Riku's also a bit of a boss, and yeah. Also, you haven't got the ability, but who's got the... I remember getting it for Riku and Waka. I originally wanted to do it on screen, you know, going through all these, but I put these luck spears in here myself, really. In case you're wondering, because they were empty nodes. Well, they weren't empty nodes, they were level 4 key spears that turned into empty nodes once I got through them. And I finally got Quick Pockets. I haven't actually used it in battle yet. And God knows if I ever will, because I like to on-screen the first time of doing stuff. Maybe I'll even give it a shot at Penance, because I know I'm gonna lose. Ain't no chance in hell me winning against Penance. Not on the first try, that's for sure. I don't even know if it's gonna be possible. What do you gotta say,
No matter what happens, I'll see this through to the end. I promise.
Well, that's all well and good, but I don't think we're gonna win this fight. I mean, Magicisters, that was a tough fight. Dark Bahamut, that was a freaking tough fight. Dark Anima was surprisingly not that tough. I mean, it was, but it wasn't anything I couldn't handle. Dark Ifrit was surprisingly straightforward. Dark Veilfur, the easiest of them, gave me the most trouble because I wasn't quite as high level back then, so I didn't stand a chance with how fast he was and how his overdrive kept freaking destroying me. And I didn't have the auto life stuff, I don't think, back then. But it was just like whatever. And what else? Dark Xeon gave me a bit of trouble. Dark Shiva gave me a bit of trouble. Dark Jimba didn't really give me any trouble because I was prepared for that. So yeah, overall, Dark Aeons defeated Penance, the ultimate super boss. That's
We're counting on you, kid.
Dog barking in the background. See? Penance.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
I'm probably gonna fail as much at this as I did at Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 earlier today. I was playing that game and, man, I suck at Tony Hawk's. Here is the ultimate boss. Oh my god, he's huge! The way the clouds look, it's like how the map looks in the game, isn't it? Like, how do you do? Remember when you battled Sin? Guess you get a cool kind of dramatic kind of close-up for everyone now before the battle, you know? Oh god. Is this gonna be one of those battles where we like have commands? Nope. Just straight up, just like, come on, look at my severed arms. They are individual parts. At least we get a decent amount of turns, I guess, but yeah, this isn't gonna be easy. See, 3 parts. 3 body parts. I don't think it's wise to use this overdrive here, Orin. You might destroy the airship in the process. That'd be kind of funny and a pain in the ass if that was actually a thing, isn't it? You know, like I was saying, I was playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 though, and this, like I've said about this D-pad on this controller, just doesn't cooperate, so I just like was using the analog stick more than anything else, and that makes it very finicky to pull off certain moves, you know. And I was just like watching like some guy like effortlessly playing for the game like it's nothing, getting ridiculous combos and scores, and just like, it's not all that hard. I'm just like, not all that hard. Guy was like 16 and just like, how the fuck do some people do that? It boggles my mind how some people can be completely perfect at a game. I mean, how the fuck is that even possible? Just boggles the mind. It's just like, how? Just how? Just doesn't make sense to me. It does not compute. Okay, you can get an extra turn, so why not? Fuck you! Fuck you! How did you miss? It's not like his arm is moving, you know? I hope he doesn't, like... Oh, you get... Yeah, see what I mean? Like, this is why I felt like, what was it, the Archmagic Sisters battling them would, like, kind of be like, practice for this, because you got 3 different turns here. I'm pretty sure Walker knows Quick Pocket. Where's Quick Pocket? Oh, I know what this is. I'm not sure, to be honest. Never mind. I thought it was the one where you throw money, but it must be a different move. Fuck you! Uh-oh, he's gonna obliterate us. Don't be an all-range one. Oh, it's an all-range one, isn't it? Ooh. Didn't destroy us instantly, but fuck. That was quite something. And this thing has more HP than any other enemy in the game. And I can't remember, he might actually have the most HP of any Final Fantasy boss up till this point in the series, I think was the case. Probably been surpassed by now, but still, that's quite something. Quite a formidable foe, as you'd imagine. And if I recall, his arms apparently regenerate as well, so double the fuck. I hate that form of... Oh my god, this is why, man. This is why I wanted the freaking Rook. This is why I wanted to get that freaking equipment for Orin, but Dr. Jimbo was having none of it. He's like, no, I refuse to sell you the goods. And by sell, I mean drop. Jesus Christ! Oh my God! You see what I mean? This is a fucking super boss on steroids. This is. We didn't stand a chance. It's like, I will slow you down even further so I can obliterate you with my hands. I don't know how this fight's even gonna be possible, to be honest. I mean, it can be done, but you need the best equipment, a lot of patience, and a fair bit of luck, I'd imagine. Yeah, it reminds me of all the times I say how I hate, like, trial and error in games. I remember thinking quite a few times. It's like, when I say that, I just like, you know, technically every game is trial and error. Because that's how it works, isn't it? But what I mean when I say I hate that in games is more of when every single thing kicks your ass because you have to learn that something is there. Like old platformers, for example, like 2D platformers, side scrolls, all that, where there's like constantly a barrage of enemies. You gotta memorize every single freaking like step of the way to get anywhere in the game, because you get obliterated with each move forward, because there's constantly enemies coming at you. You gotta remember every single that kind of bullshit I mean when I say I hate trial and error. Anyways, let's actually change formation, because Orin is not gonna do good in this fight. As badass as he is, he's not gonna do quite well in this. Yeah, Riku and I'm gonna keep tying us out there for the time.
You're counting on me, kid. Yeehaw! Here we go!
It just lagged, didn't it? Don't forget I didn't see that. For God's sake, I can't go a single recorder without that happening. I have no idea how annoying it is. Because syncing up the audio becomes a fucking pain in the ass, and it's always a pain in the ass anyway, depending on what game I'm playing. Like Spyro 2, piss easy, because there's so many characters that speak in that game, so it's easy to sync up. This game, not so easy, because none of the characters really speak that much anymore, because we're just dealing with side quest shit. Oh, he's like, come at me, bro. So I gotta sync it up this way then. I will press down in 3, 2, 1, 0. Always a pain in the ass when that happens, you know? Fuck you! And your armory shits. Sigh. Fuck you. It's like we can do max damage, but you know, that's the reoccurring thing. Like I've said, in RPGs, and heck, even in any video game that has boss fights, every time it usually comes down to this. Usually, anyway. Not all the time. Sometimes you get bosses like, I don't know, like, that are just like, oh, you gotta hit them 3 times with a specific move. That's a bit more straightforward. But usually, on the other end of things, you got bosses that have an obscene amount of HP, can pack a punch, but you can pack equally as a punch, but you don't have nearly as much health. That's always the challenge, really, isn't it? It's like, you can be powerful, but you don't have the HP. Even if you had max HP, he would still destroy us, because he's got, like, 1,000, like, no, not 1,000, probably at least 10,000 HP at least. Wait, 10,000, he might have more than that, see. I can't remember, but you guys that have seen him at HP, like, take like, say, Dark Anima, who had the most HP of the Dark Aeons. He's got more than that, essentially. I say he, but this thing's probably genderless. Because I don't even know what the fuck it is. I mean, it kind of reminds me of that one boss in Persona 4. Maybe you know what I'm thinking of. Just like I don't want to mention it because spoilers for, you know, stuff. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of a certain boss from Persona 4. Titus, do you by chance have Order Live? Thank you, you do. We're all gonna die. Obliteration. I mean, seriously, all range attacks suck. I hate them. Ow. That was nice, was it? This was not a smart lineup at all. This was a terrible lineup. I should have most certainly... Oh, wait, he's got... Oh yeah, he got knocked down so he couldn't revive Walker, that's why. Shiitake mushrooms. Shiitake mushrooms. Shiitake mushrooms. This sucks. And see how he's pretty much... He's like so fast as well. Look how many turns he gets compared to us. He's got max stats on most of his stats. He's an all-rounder. And he's got freaking hacks attacks that just destroy. How is this fair? I mean, this is like, oh, here's your reward for defeating all those super hard bosses. Here's a boss that's even more bullshit. It's like, you're welcome. Fucking hell. I mean, the only one who didn't really go down instantly was Auron, but that's because he's got auto protect. It's like, oh, why not fashion multiple equipment? Well, here's the thing, right? I want to freaking get ribbon on these items so I can have, like, immunities to all the bullshit, like sleep, petrify and all that crap, darkness and whatnot. All in just one ability so I don't have to waste slots. But to do that, I need 99 freaking dark matter, and that's fucking easier said than done obtaining that shit. Bullshit. It's like as if I haven't invested hours into this game already. This is one thing that's annoying about RPGs, is the freaking grind is obscene. I mean, look at this shit. Look at these hours. It's ridiculous. And look at it compared to the top one. The top one, right here, is when I saved, like, before getting the ultimate weapons and all that. Look at the comparison. This was mostly focused on the plot. 73 hours. Add all this super boss bullshit with all the training I need, and the amount of times I, to be fair, left the console on for a few hours while editing and whatnot. So it kind of added up there as well. But anyways, still, look at the comparison in hours. That's just insane. The grind, man. It's a tough one. It's a time-consuming one. It's freaking ridiculous. And we're still not tough enough. Can you believe this shit, Walker?
We've been through a lot, yeah? And hey, we're not finished yet!
Did I save the game? I want to save the game just so that I don't have to freaking keep coming back up here.
You're counting on me, kid.
We're counting on you to lose, kid, because, hey, you can't defeat Penance.
Here we go!
You cannot hope to win against the ultimate super boss. It's like it boggles my mind, the spike in difficulty, man. Remember my Final Fantasy 8 and 9 LPs? Super boss in those games pale in comparison to this. I don't remember having to put in so much time. Or maybe it's because I had the added bonus of, like, being able to speed up the game because I'm using an emulator for those two. So it made it a little quicker, I guess, for level grinding. But still, it feels like there's a big spike in difficulty. Like, oh, Final Fantasy 8 and 9, oh, easy. Final Fantasy 10, easy. Oh, you want to go through the super bosses? Oh, that's gonna get trickier. You want the ultimate suit boss though? Don't even try, man. You'll just die. There ain't no chance in hell. You got no chance. No chance in hell. You got no chance. What do you got to mug anyway? Elixirs, of course. Oh boy. It feels like one that's mandatory to have Yuna on the field, if anything, really, doesn't it? We're gonna need those auto lives. It's like we got auto haste, but it isn't really gonna help us much, really, is it? It's like, really, equipment-wise, well, actually, Walker also has nice equipment, but at the same time, he doesn't have the auto phoenix, so yeah. One drawback to his equipment. Also, I don't think Riku doesn't have auto, wait, ribbon, I mean. She doesn't have ribbon, so yeah, that sucks too. Wonder if we can nab any. No, actually, let's try out the quick pockets and see what it actually does. I have no idea what it does. Therefore, I'm not actually gonna use it because just like we'll wait till the next turn if we even get another turn. Probably won't. Because Exodia obliterate. I mean, Penance obliterates. You're obscenely powerful. Like, absolutely obscenely so. We don't get any hope of winning this fight. He just bitch slaps us to death. Auto Phoenix feels mandatory here. And even then, it's not doing as much. We're immune to being slowed. But we're gonna be destroyed anyway, because of course. What move are you gonna use? Are you gonna use Obliterate? Oh, yeah. Oh, Obliteration, my favorite. This is like the equivalent of like someone playing a fighting game and constantly spamming a powerful attack that's easy to hit. Which usually isn't a thing, really. No, actually it's more the equivalent of... You ever like play against someone who like... in a fighting game that's not just like... Me, for example, I just like use a few combos. It's like I never really do the kind of juggling 10-hit combos thing. I'm talking about Tekken here. That's the only real fighting game I ever really play. But anyways, like just like you use like specific moves over and over again and vary them up a little bit. But you get some players that just spam X, which is just to be like a kick that keeps smacking you back. And you think, that's easy to counter, but when you freaking see a spammer using it, it somehow becomes almost impossible to dodge. It's just like, what the fuck? If I did that, it wouldn't work. Why is it working for you? That's the equivalent of this boss. Just hitting us with the same attack over and over again, and there's not a lot we can do about it. It's bullshit. It's like, why do we live just to die? Why must we suffer? Producers. Sound like a delayed question then, isn't it? Why must we suffer, Mr. Producer? Or Mrs. Producer? Probably Mr. Producer. Right, let's give it another shot. Actually, formation failing, formation. Fuck, bringing Rico out, she doesn't stand a chance.
You're counting on me, kid.
Despite her hack stats. Which goes to show how bullshit this is. You gotta have the right equipment for this shit.
Yeah, here we go.
Are you prepared to face your doom? Gotta be honest, not really. Feels like even if I came into this battle, you know, with everyone's overdrives, it wouldn't really do me much anyway. Feels like if I could destroy his arms at least temporarily, I could possibly at least slow down his turns, but they regenerate after a while anyway. You know what, fuck it. Let's fucking overdrive his ass with a frickin' aeon. See how well they fare against this abomination. Where the fuck did I put my cadets? Every time I put my guitar pick down, it always just mysteriously disappears. Yeah, that's bullshit, isn't it? Even our powerfulest aeons couldn't survive a fucking turn. Shows how bullshit this fight is. And look how much he regens, man. It's like, imagine wasting a turn to dispel that shit. Out of the fucking question, if you ask me. This target an arm. Just fuck him up. Just like some turns, you'll only regen like 100. But most of the time, you'll be regenerating a lot more than that. Okay, there's one arm dead. His arms don't have nearly as much HP. Good to know. Not that's gonna help me much. Fuck your arm. We're gonna need regenerating abilities. Much like him, but in the form of us not dying. Time for overdrive, bitch! I know I'm not gonna win, but I at least want to destroy your arms. It regenerated so quickly! Jesus Christ! Now I know you're fucking joking. You're taking the piss now. Let's finally see what Quick Pockets does. Fucking Mega Elixir. Is it just a way of using items? Is it just like slightly quicker? Because I don't see any use for it in this battle. Weak as fuck, you suck. I'll give it one more try. I don't expect it to be any better, but one more try.
You're counting on me, kid. Here we go.
Prepare to die. Because this is unwinnable. I'm gonna try a fury. My theory proves to be that we need auto protect clearly. Fuck. Fuck you! Let me just confirm that protect's still there. Right? At least he's not hacked to the point where he destroys our abilities like that, because that would suck. He's inflicted slow, though, so that sucks. Gravitation really sucks. I cannot stand yourself, you are a thief, you and me. And I cannot stand to see your face. You really do my head in like nothing ever could. And I played Tony Hawk's earlier today, and it pissed me off because of those grinding rails. Fuck this game. fuck this game. Fuck you, bitch ass motherfucker. Motherfucker, you're a fucking cheap ass bitch. Bitch, you really are. I'm not singing on key. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But I really fucking hate you. You C-U-N-T. 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 Game over yet again. C-U-N-T. Fuck ass bitch. Hate your guts. Really cannot stand you. Really hope you fuck off. Bitch, I hate you, hate you, hate you, hate you, hate you, hate you, hate you. Yes, I do. That sucks. Real bad. Really. I hate you, hate you, hate you, hate you, hate you. Hate, I do hate you, and hate and fucking melee hate. This game. Seriously. Fuck it. That's all I've got to say to that. Fuck it. I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to defeat this thing. I mean, I knew I was gonna fail. But I didn't realize I was gonna fail so badly I can't even get through the first fucking round of it. If this requires more than training, this requires specific equipment, the worst kind of requirements, because that takes even longer than leveling up. So, I'll see what I can do off screen. Maybe put the LP on hold, which would be kind of funny in a way, because that prolonged its lifespan. Because, like, I remember, like, I've like recorded 16 parts or so far for my Spyro 2 LP, and like part way through is like, oh, by the time this part's uploaded, obviously 5 out of 10 LP will probably be completed. Unlikely with this kind of fucking wall we've hit here. God. I'll just be like, oh, forget the final super boss. Let's just go for the final boss and pretend the Dark Aeons was all there was, optional wise. I don't know, this is the toughest hurdle here. The hacksest of the hacks. Magic Sisters, eat your hearts out, because this bitch is overpowered. Anyways, I'll see you next time, viewers. I guess whenever the fuck that is, I don't know. Maybe put on hold until I can eventually defeat it in a recording, or what, because I don't want to spend multiple parts just battling the same battle over again if it leads nowhere, essentially. Or if it at least like has a bit of improvement, like next time I try to actually fight and record it, and I actually get anywhere in the fights, maybe I'd record a part for that at the very least, where I actually get a bit, you know, not a bit further, but a decent amount into the battle. If something like that, fair enough. If not, then God knows when the next battle will be uploaded, because God knows when it'll be recorded. Anyways, see you next time, whenever the fuck that is. This sucks. See you next time, viewers. See you next time.